AC Milan in 2005 were stacked with world-class talent. Paolo Maldini, one of the greatest defenders ever. Andrea Pirlo, master playmaker. Kaká, the best attacking midfielder in the world. Jerzy Shevchenko, deadly finisher. They dominated Serie A. They crushed everyone in the Champions League knockout rounds. This was supposed to be their coronation. Liverpool, on the other hand, had overperformed all season. Steven Gerrard was their captain and driving force. Jamie Carragher, their defensive rock. But compared to Milan's squad, they looked outmatched. Liverpool manager Rafael Benitez knew it would take something special. But in the first half, nothing went right. 52 seconds into the match, Paolo Maldini volleyed home from a corner, 1-0 to Milan. The fastest goal in Champions League final history. Liverpool tried to respond, but Milan were clinical. 39th minute. Kaká threaded a perfect through ball to Hernan Crespo. 2-0. 44th minute. Kaká did it again. Another pass to Crespo. 3-0. Halftime whistle. AC Milan 3, Liverpool 0. Liverpool fans were devastated. Some started leaving the stadium, heading for the exits. The dream was over. In the Liverpool dressing room, players sat in silence, heads down, exhausted. Steven Gerrard later described the mood. We looked beaten, finished. Rafael Benitez had a decision to make. He could accept defeat, tell his players they gave it their best, let the final 45 minutes play out quietly, or he could try something desperate. Benitez made tactical changes. He brought on Dietmar Hamann for Steve Finnan, switched to a different formation, told his players to press higher. But more importantly, he told them to believe. You're Liverpool, he said. This club has won this trophy 4 times. You've got 45 minutes to make history. Don't come off that pitch with regrets. Steven Gerrard stood up, looked at his teammates. We're Liverpool. We don't give up. Let's make this a game. The second half kicked off, and the impossible began. 54th minute. John Arne Riis whipped in a cross from the left. Steven Gerrard rose above the Milan defense and powered a header into the net. 3-1. The Liverpool fans who had stayed erupted. You'll never walk alone echoed around the stadium. Gerrard sprinted back to the halfway line, clapping, urging his teammates forward. Come on, we can do this. Milan looked rattled, but they were still 2 goals ahead. 56 minute, just 2 minutes later. Vladimír Šmicer picked up the ball 25 yards out. He hit it, low, hard. The ball flew past Dida, into the bottom corner. 3-2. The stadium was shaking. Liverpool fans couldn't believe it. Milan players looked at each other in disbelief. What was happening? 60th minute. For minutes after Šmicer's goal, Gerrard drove into the penalty area. Gattuso brought him down. Penalty. Xabi Alonso stepped up, hit it low to Dida's right. Dida saved it, but Alonso followed up the rebound and smashed it into the net. 3-3. 6 minutes. 3 goals. Game level. AC Milan, one of the greatest teams in the world, had blown a 3-0 lead in 6 minutes. The Miracle of Istanbul was happening. The final 30 minutes of normal time were frantic. Liverpool defended desperately. Milan attacked relentlessly. But neither team could score. Extra time. Both teams were exhausted. Legs heavy. Lungs burning. Milan had more chances. Shevchenko hit the post. Pirlo tested Dudek. But Liverpool's goalkeeper, Jerzy Dudek, was inspired. Then came one of the most famous saves in football history. In the 117th minute, Shevchenko was one-on-one with Dudek. Point-blank range. Shevchenko shot. Dudek saved. Shevchenko hit the rebound. Dudek saved again. The ball was scrambled away. Liverpool survived. Final whistle. Still 3-3. Penalty shootout. Serginho stepped up for Milan. Blazed it over the bar. Hamann scored for Liverpool. 1-0. Pirlo stepped up for Milan. Dudek saved. 1-0 Liverpool. Cisse scored for Liverpool. 2-0. Tomasson scored for Milan. 2-1. Riis missed for Liverpool. 2-1. Kaká scored for Milan, 2-2. Šmicer scored for Liverpool, 3-2. Shevchenko stepped up, Milan's best striker, the man who could save them. Dudek did his famous wobbly legs routine, trying to distract him. Shevchenko hit it low. Dudek saved. Liverpool had won, 3-2 on penalties. Champions of Europe. Steven Gerrard lifted the trophy, the 5th European Cup in Liverpool's history. The players celebrated on the pitch. The fans sang until the early hours of the morning. AC Milan players stood in disbelief. How had they lost? Paolo Maldini, who had scored in the first minute, never won another Champions League. Andriy Shevchenko was haunted by that final penalty for years. For Liverpool, it became the defining moment of their modern history. They call it the Miracle of Istanbul, and it's a miracle for a reason. 3-0 down at halftime in a Champions League final, against one of the greatest teams ever assembled. And they came back in 6 minutes and won. It defied logic. It defied probability. But it happened. May 25th, 2005, the night Liverpool refused to give up. The night AC Milan couldn't believe what happened. The night football reminded us that anything is possible. The Miracle of Istanbul, the greatest comeback in football history.